Most people think vegetables need full sun to survive. 6, 8 hours of blazing light a day or nothing worth eating comes out of the ground. That belief has killed more shady garden dreams than any pest or frost ever could. But here's the truth almost nobody talks about. Some of the best vegetables you can grow actually prefer the shade. They don't just tolerate it, they thrive in it, producing more, lasting longer, and giving you less trouble than their sun-loving cousins. If your yard has a shady corner, a fence line that blocks the afternoon sun, or a patio under a tree, you are not out of options. You are sitting on an opportunity most gardeners never even consider. Shade isn't the enemy of a vegetable garden. For a specific group of plants, it's the reason they grow better, taste better, and last longer in the ground. Full sun speeds up certain biological triggers in plants, triggers that make them bolt, turn bitter, or shut down early. Less light slows that process down. It keeps some vegetables in a longer, gentler growing phase instead of rushing them toward flowering and seed production. That's the whole secret. Shade doesn't starve these plants, it protects them. Today we're counting down 5 vegetables that don't just survive in the shade. They actually do better there than they would out in the open sun. Stick around for number 1, because it's the one vegetable most people assume needs the most light of anything on this list. And it's exactly the opposite. That one changes how you think about your whole yard. If you're the kind of person who wants to grow more food with less fighting against your own yard, hit subscribe. This channel is about working with the conditions you actually have, not the conditions you wish you had. Let's get into it. At number 5, we have lettuce. Most people think lettuce needs a sunny garden bed to grow properly. But lettuce is actually one of the first vegetables experienced growers move into the shade on purpose. Strong sun and heat push lettuce to bolt. That's when it sends up a flower stalk and turns bitter almost overnight. Shade slows that clock down. Another reason lettuce works so well here is temperature control. Shade keeps the soil several degrees cooler, and cooler soil means a longer harvest window before the plant decides it's done. Another advantage is how forgiving lettuce is about light intensity. It doesn't need bright light to photosynthesize efficiently, it just needs consistency, and a shaded bed gives it that steady, even light all day long. But the real reason lettuce belongs on this list is bigger than the plant itself. It's proof that a problem spot in your yard can become your most productive one simply by choosing the right crop for it. A 4x4 shaded patch, refreshed every 3 weeks with new seed, can keep a household in fresh salad greens from early spring straight through the hottest part of summer, long after the sunny beds have quit. The lesson here: don't force a plant to fight your conditions. Find the plant that already agrees with them. At number 4, we have spinach. Most people assume spinach needs the same sun exposure as tomatoes or peppers. It doesn't. Spinach is a cool season leaf crop, and shade mimics the cool season conditions it actually evolved for. Another reason spinach performs well in shade is bolt resistance. Heat and direct sun are the 2 triggers that push spinach to flower early. Take away some of that light and heat, and you buy yourself weeks of extra harvest. What really matters here is leaf quality. Spinach grown in partial shade tends to produce fuller, more tender leaves because the plant isn't rushing to finish its life cycle before the heat sets in. But the deeper reason spinach earns its spot is about patience. This is a plant that rewards a slower pace, and slower is exactly what shade gives it. A single shaded bed of spinach, sown in succession every 2 to 3 weeks, can produce usable leaves for 2 to 3 months straight, far longer than the same bed would manage in full sun. Broader lesson: sometimes less intensity isn't a limitation, it's an advantage if you're growing the right thing. At number 3, we have kale. Most people picture kale as a tough, sun-hardened plant that needs strong light to build up its structure. In reality, kale handles partial shade remarkably well, and in warmer regions, it often prefers it. Another reason kale thrives in shade is flavor. Too much direct sun and heat can make kale leaves tougher and more bitter. Shade keeps growth steady and the leaves noticeably more tender. Another advantage is kale's cold tolerance carrying over into shade tolerance. A plant built to handle frost and short winter days has no trouble adapting to a spot that only gets 3 or 4 hours of dappled light. But the real reason kale deserves this ranking is resilience. This is one of the few vegetables that can be picked leaf by leaf for months without needing to replant, even in a shaded bed. Some gardeners report harvesting from a single kale plant for 6 months or more, just by taking outer leaves and letting the center keep producing. The broader takeaway: resilience isn't always about toughing out harsh conditions. Sometimes it's about quietly adapting to whatever conditions you're given. At number 2, we have peas. Most people think of peas as an early spring, full sun crop, planted the moment the soil warms and left to climb in open light. But peas are actually one of the more shade-tolerant vegetables you can grow, especially in a partial shade setting with some morning sun. Another reason peas do well here is temperature sensitivity. Peas dislike heat far more than they dislike shade. A shaded trellis keeps the soil cooler and can extend the pea harvest by several extra weeks before the plants give out. Another angle worth mentioning is vertical space. Because peas climb, they make efficient use of a narrow shaded strip along a fence or wall, space that would otherwise go completely unused in a vegetable garden. But the real reason peas earn the number 2 spot is about efficiency. This is a plant that gives you food from a sliver of space nobody else wants. A strip of dirt 3 feet wide against a north-facing fence can produce pounds of pea pods over a single season, all from a spot most gardeners write off as dead space. The lesson: the most efficient gardens aren't built in the best spots. They're built by matching the right plant to every spot, including the ones people overlook. And now, number 1. The vegetable that most people would bet needs the most sunlight of anything on this list, and the one that proves this entire video's point better than any other. At number 1, we have tomatoes. Grown as a shade-tolerant variety in partial light, most people treat this as a hard rule. Tomatoes need full sun, no exceptions. But certain compact and cherry tomato varieties, given at least 4 to 6 hours of filtered or morning light, can still produce a real harvest, smaller but reliable. Another reason this works is heat protection. In regions with intense afternoon sun, partial shade can actually prevent sun scald on the fruit and reduce plant stress during the hottest stretch of summer. Another advantage is water efficiency. Shaded tomato plants lose less moisture through their leaves, meaning less watering and less stress during dry spells. But the real reason this one takes the number 1 spot is symbolic. If even a tomato, the poster child for needs full sun or nothing, can find a way to produce in partial shade, it proves the entire idea behind this list. Almost every rule about what a garden needs is really just a rule about what most gardens happen to have. Change the conditions, choose the right variety, and the rule bends. A single shaded tomato plant, tucked against a wall that gets a few hours of morning sun, can still hand you a steady trickle of fruit all season. Not a bumper crop, but proof that the impossible spot in your yard was never actually impossible. The broader lesson: don't let a general rule talk you out of trying something specific to your own situation. So here's the thing to walk away with. Shade was never the obstacle everyone assumes it is. It's a different set of conditions, and there's a whole category of vegetables that actually do better in those conditions than they would out in the open sun. Lettuce, spinach, kale, peas, and even a shade-tolerant tomato. 5 completely different plants, all proving the same point. The right plant in the wrong spot isn't a compromise. It's just good gardening. If this changed the way you look at that shady corner of your yard, hit like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, what's the trickiest spot in your garden, sun or shade, that you've never known what to do with? Next time, we're flipping this list around and counting down the vegetables you should never ever plant in the shade, including one that most people get completely wrong.